A Morgan County chiropractor found guilty of trying to poison his wife. WAAY 31's Julia Miller was in the courtroom today when the verdict came down. And Julia, what was the reaction?
It was a full courtroom today as the jury found Brian Mann guilty. There was a lot of emotion in the courtroom after the verdict was read. Some people crying, others clapping. This video shows Brian Mann leaving the courthouse today in the back of a Morgan County Sheriff's vehicle after being convicted. The 36-year-old was on trial for his wife's alleged lead poisoning. During the trial, we heard from 7 witnesses called by the state, including Hannah herself. She testified about the daily supplements Brian gave her that started making her feel sick. A State Farm agent also took the stand and testified about multiple life insurance policies Brian had taken out on Hannah, worth millions of dollars. A Decatur Morgan County nurse also testified that Brian told her he took an x-ray of himself and found lead in his own body. She said based on further imaging, the lead had only been there a few hours. We also heard from Hannah's doctor at UAB about how serious her condition was, as well as from Hannah's mother. The Hartselle police chief also testified about evidence they collected but were never able to test. Still, he says they're happy with the outcome.
She was a victim of mental abuse by Brian for several years. And really, she told me at one point that I'd only subsided when she started getting sick. And at the point she started getting sick, she felt like that he was really taking care of her by being sure that she took vitamins that was supposed to help her, while the whole time those vitamins was doing quite the opposite.
I spoke with Brian's defense attorney, Chad Morgan, today. He says they are not happy with the verdict and plan to appeal. Morgan says it was ultimately his client's decision not to call any witnesses despite having many lined up. Mann will stay behind bars in the Morgan County Jail without bond until his sentencing on August 27th at 9 a.m. He faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. And coming up on WAAY 31 News at 5, we'll hear directly from his wife, Hannah. Reporting live in Decatur with coverage you can count on, Julia Miller, WAAY 31 News.